This is a message to right-libertarians, followers of Hans Hermann Hoppe, Ayn Rand, Walter Block, Stefan Molyneux, later Murray Rothbard, anarcho-capitalists, members of the Mises Caucus, and the like. Stop using the vote with your feet and vote with your wallet arguments. Stop telling people, especially poor and marginalized people, that they are free while claiming that you are not free. Here's why I can't vote with my feet. If I don't like my government, if I'm not satisfied with the quality of justice and security it provides me, I'm not free to leave or free to vote with my feet. That's because millions of Americans have committed victimless crimes, and some of those crimes are felonies, and the punishment for committing a felony is having your right to leave the country taken away. Here's why I can't vote with my wallet. If I don't like the current economy and the current distribution of wealth and the established set of property claims, I'm not free to vote with my wallet. That's because, and you all agree with this, the government takes my money and gives it to its cronies, which helps them stay in business. They pick winners and losers in the economy. So I can only choose from a set of predetermined choices in the marketplace, determined by the government. What I buy, who I work for. There are no free choices. This is a rigged game. Quit acting like it's so easy to leave your country, leave your job, or leave an abusive spouse. Quit telling people that if they want to practice communism, they have to figure out how to become wealthy enough under capitalism, a system they find morally unconscionable and exploitative. Quit telling people that working as prostitutes or working in sweatshops is better than being unemployed or being on welfare. As long as the government can take someone's money and give it to someone else, we're in a rigged economy, not a free market. So quit telling people they're free. It's fine if you want to get to a state of freed markets, but if you can't assume that we're already in one and work and earn your way to freedom based on that assumption. You have to free the markets first. I mean, people are free. They're just free to be put in a cage, free to starve to death if they don't like the unfair, rigged game that they're being put in and pitted against their own friends and family in a quest for resource acquisition, where the strong are allowed to kill to enforce their tenuous claims on property or else conscript the children of the poor into doing it for them. Free to work as slaves and earn their way to freedom while they're not even allowed to fully own property, so they have nothing to trade with, nothing to sell besides their own hands for labor. Are you out of your fucking mind? If you want to pretend that people are really free already, then you have a really shitty, weak standard for freedom. Most importantly, a standard that socialists can poke holes in all day long. Because if you believe that a person can do whatever they want, as long as they work their fingers to the bone and save up out of dire poverty, for what it costs to move across the country to a freer political and economic environment, then they're free not to join a union. See, nobody is required to join a union anywhere in this country, technically. If you want to be a hairdresser in some state, well, that's on you. That's your problem for wanting that. Look up Buddhism. You may have to get a professional license as a condition of being a hairdresser in that state. If you want to work at a grocery store, you may have to join that workplace's union as a condition of continuing your employment there. You made that choice to want that. It's not my fault. Now, you may consider those expectations intolerable. You may not be satisfied with the representation the union gives you, or with the cost of the union dues, or with the low pay you receive, whether it's the union's fault, the employer's fault, or the state's fault. Just remember, you can pack up and leave anytime you want. How's that feel? As soon as you stop saying illegal immigrants broke the law, and we should drug test welfare recipients to make sure they're not breaking the law, and malaw this, malaw that. I obeyed the law, so I have the right to call the police, the statist police, and claim statist intellectual property protection and get statist small business subsidies and statist easy credit from the Fed. And we don't have a country if we don't have a border. This is a community. We have the right to exclude people who don't share our values and make sure anyone who comes in obeys our laws. The sooner you stop saying that, then the sooner your opponents will stop saying, well, I organized my workplace and my community and voted in union and political elections, and we decided to make sure that everybody who joins our community abides by the rules we set for practicing a given profession here. And we decided that certain conveniences and security were worth the price of freedom that we voted away to get them. But at least we did it by the letter of the law. Study anarchism and cut the shit, ANCAPs.